Yes, yes, yeah. And it's the daily, go get optimism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it wins? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. The daily go get optimism show, y'all. Pretty Petty Tuesday, all up in your area. Feeling like a real man should, and I hope that y'all feel like real men and women should also. Today we talking about fresh paint job, but the same engine. Fresh paint job, but the same engine. So we're going to talk about today how sometimes you can fix something cosmetically. You can fix something cosmetically, but you haven't fixed what's going on the inside. If you haven't fixed what's going on the inside, how long will the outside continue to look good? Will it look good at all? Because people going to know the difference when you haven't fixed what's the real problem and you haven't solved them and you haven't really given a try, but you've made yourself look more pleasing to the eye. I feel as though I think we should fix what's going on around inside, yo. Yo, get what's in your heart and then your brain, put them together, and then you'll start to see the gifts that God is giving you work. Niggas want to be down with the program, but I really think it's absurd when you try to fool people in thinking that you got the glue to put together something that looks hot. Yo, it's not the move. And tonight we got something to prove. It's the Daily Go Get Optimism Show. Oh. And now you know, oh. I want to thank y'all for hanging in there. Thanks for holding out. Thanks for hanging out. And it's going to be all right. Y'all know I make up that time. It's going to be okay. Y'all know that it ain't no crime. Is it a crime that I'm still performing for you? So, yeah. Fresh paint job, but the same engine. How many people do y'all know that go get new hairdos, new makeovers, cosmetic surgery, all kinds of shit, trying to make the outside look great, trying to stay young, trying to beat the sands of time, but they haven't fixed what's really going on? Well, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. Get into it. Make it right. Get into it. Be all right. So let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. With this your daily. The Daily Go Get Optimism Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well then you just say Omar with the R. It is the Daily Go Get Optimism Show, y'all. Hold on. Let me you know what I'm saying? Like in the playback, I noticed that sometimes, you know, I got, let me just put it this way. I need my mic to sound right, check 1. Mic to sound right, check 2. And I don't want no flaws when it comes to that. Today, on the Daily Go Get Optimism Show, like I said, we're talking about a fresh paint job, but the same engine. You can take hold on. Let me shout my people. Like, yo, Carol Chamber, let me favorita, my best friend. Good to see you. And Stacy White, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on, Pa. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow! Thanks for shouting out. And thanks for coming on through with your moderator. So thanks for coming on through, proving your help. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. And Robbie, make my bitches doing nothing. I'm like the queen for a king. And T, Carrie, right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. Yes. 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 Tonight on the Daily Go Get Optimism Show, we talking about fresh paint job. A fresh paint job, but the same engine. What do y'all know about having a fresh paint job, but the same engine? So basically what we're talking about tonight is when you have done all of the outside work. It's like, well, let's take some physical things, some things that we can relate to easily. Hey, many of us like cars. I like cars. Carrie likes cars. I know Carol Chamberlain likes cars. We like the engine to be running right. We want the car to be rock. You know, that shit got to be floating. It got to be speeding. It got to be running the way it's supposed to run. And now, of course, we want the cars to look good too. But here's the thing. Some people will just take the car, take an old car, and, you know, it may have some rust spots, some cancer spots. It may be old looking. It may be dirty. You may need to take it to the car wash or something like that. And so you decide, well, look, I'm going to fix the car up and I'm going to make it look really good. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you got some new tires, got some new rubber on the road, bought some new rims. You know, you spinning polished or spinning chrome, something like that. All right. Okay. All right. Where you was riding around on a pair of 13-inch rims. Now you riding around on a pair of 18s. It's looking kind of spiffy there. New pair of rims and make the car look really good. And maybe you got your car painted, got rid of the cancer spots, you know, made sure that you took the dents out and all of that kind of stuff. Got some new paint on that thing. That shit looking Crayola fresh. Looking like a brand new pack of Sharpies, baby. And you know, that's permanent marker. You know, that shit be looking good, baby. I believe in me some Sharpie. I believe in me some Sharpie. Make sure we get enough camera there. Make sure you get enough background. So anyway, so you can fix up a car and make it look brand new. You can even clean the inside out. Put some shampoo and a scrub brush to the fabric, or maybe clean up that leather. Maybe even patch up the leather if it's worn out. Whatever. Make everything look good. Wipe off that dashboard. Get some Armor All in there pumping and all of that kind of stuff. Add some air fresheners. Maybe even spray the new car smell in there. You know that don't nothing smell like a brand new car. Ain't no smell like a brand new car. Ain't no smell like brand new car. Do you remember that movie Christine? In the movie Christine, when the old head sold Arnie the 57 Chevy, and the old head said to him, "Yo, it had that new when it was new, it had that brand new car smell, and that's about the best smell in the world, except maybe for pussy." That's what he said in the movie. You remember the movie Christine? Classic movie. Classic. You know. So anyway, so you can make the exterior of the car look good, and it's gonna look good to everybody. Everybody's gonna be patting you on the back and telling you what a great job you did, and wow, your car really looks nice, and blah blah blah. It's like a new car. But if you start that shit up and that shit sounded like you need a catalytic converter or a muffler. And you ever notice that it's never a muffler? It's always the cat. It's always the catalytic converter. You know, back in the day when Midas came out and all of that, it did used to actually be the muffler. Nowadays, I guess in today's automotive industry, mufflers are hardly ever the real problem. It's normally the catalytic converter, and the catalytic converter leads to the muffler. Anyway, when your catalytic converter is messed up, your car is going to sound bad. Like when you accelerate, it's going to sound like rah, rah. When you go to start up your car in the morning, everybody on the block is going to know that you started up your car. Yeah. So it's like, okay, so You got this brand new looking car, looking all good, looking all pretty, looking all shiny, all washed up, washed and waxed up, but you haven't fixed what's wrong with the car. Or maybe the car won't start, need a battery. Something mechanically is wrong. The electrical system messed up in it. You broke down. You got to call AAA. AAA come like, damn, it's a nice looking car, but you broke down on the side of the road. You need a new starter. You need a new starter and an alternator. You need some shit that costs you a lot. And not only that, you need to get your compressor fixed because in the summertime it's hot and you ain't got no air, baby. And you ride it like you don't care, baby. But that shit is looking like you ain't there, baby. You haven't fixed what's wrong with the car. So your car, here it is. You got this brand new looking car. You got to catch an Uber. Telling people like I don't, the parking situation is bad. So I don't be wanting to drive all the time. The traffic situation is bad. So I don't be wanting to drive all the time. The pothole situation is bad. So I don't be wanting to drive all the time. But the truth of the matter is you got this car looking beautiful, but you didn't fix what's wrong with the car. You didn't fix what's wrong with the car. So the car is worthless. You can sell the car and get a pretty penny for it for somebody who don't do nothing but maybe look at the car, start the car up, and turn the radio on like, oh, you got a system in here too? So I got rims, paint, system in the car. I don't need to know nothing else. How much you want for it? Other than that, if somebody test drive the car, they're going to see like this car don't go nowhere. It's a piece of shit. It just happens to be a piece of shit. The car needs an oil change. It may even need more than an oil change. Like this shit ain't running right. But it looks awfully beautiful. So for those who don't really care about the longevity of a car, they're gonna be caught out there with this jalopy that looks great. So it's a fucking bucket. It's a bucket. It's a hoopty, but it looks great. My man, Job Biggs. You know what time it is, Job Biggs. You know what time it is. And Magnificent Morocco. It's good to see you coming through. That's my man, yo. What's going on, my brother? Good to see me some you. Good to see me some you. What me you? Yeah. I definitely remember the movie The Car. Magnificent Morocco. I definitely remember the movie The Car. Oh, devil ass car, Rolls Royce and shit. And I saw the car at the bandbox, man. I saw the car at the bandbox. Yeah, right over there on Armat Street. Where Maplewood Mall ends and cross Germantown. Yeah, I saw the car at the bandbox. Wait a minute, I might have seen it at the Walton. Over there on Shelton Avenue, Shelton and Chew. I might have seen it at the Walton, but I think I saw it at the bandbox. I might have saw it at the bandbox. I think I saw it at the bandbox, but I might have saw it at the Walton. I know I didn't see it at the Esquire or the Earl Inn. That's what I do know. Anyway. Yeah, Saquon. It's the curse of the PSU running back. You know how that go. It's the curse of the PSU running back. Cherry. It's Cinderella day to day. Well, it's the woman day to day with fame. It's Cinderella day to day. Well, it's the woman day to day with fame. What's going on day to day? It's the day. All right. So yeah, you can fix a car up and make it look great, make it look pretty, make it look fabulous on the outside. But if you haven't done anything to fix what's going on the inside of the car, you've basically done the car a disservice because you're not rocking it right. You're not rocking it right, man. You're not rocking it right. You need to fix. What you should have done was make sure that the car is running. Make sure that the car will be up and running for the long haul. Make sure that the engine is right. Make sure that the exhaust is right. Make sure that the battery is fresh. Make sure that you're not going to be. You know how back in the day, if something was wrong with a car, the old heads would say, if you ask them for a ride to go somewhere, and they ask you, well, how, where you want to go, where you need to go, and you tell them, and if it was too far, like let's say you show them, like, listen, I need you to, drive me out Harrisburg, and they would say something like, no, my car ain't going that far. And I used to wonder what they mean by that. What do you mean your car is not going that far? What they meant was there are some internal mechanical problems with the car. So putting it on the road to go, 60, 70 miles is not a good idea because, it's not going to make it. It could have a heating and cooling problem. It could, there might be something with the car that makes them need to stay within city limits. Make them stay within, we can catch this bus, that area. Like, all right, well, we go out West Philly, or Southwest. We get stuck out there. We can jump on this G bus and get on the L and head on down to the sub. Grab the sub, get off, catch the H or the XH. You know what I'm saying? Walk on home, past the wall on the cricket club in Pulaski Town. I mean, get on home. They would say that the car wasn't going that far. When I was younger, I did not understand what they meant by that. What do you mean your car is not going that far? Like, yo, my shit fucked up. If I try to take, I'm not ready to do a West Coast trip in my car. That car ain't gonna make it. It's the little train that could. I think I can, but I'm not really sure. I think I can, but I'm not really sure. I think I can, but I'm not really sure. I better chill. I think I can, but it's probably just my thoughts. I ought to just stay where I am. Don't try to go too far. That shit ain't going nowhere in my car. Don't try to put too much in the shit because I got something wrong with it. Yo, and I might get livestock. I ain't got license, registration, and insurance. I got 2 out of 3, but I can't get triple. You know me, But I'm on this road and I got that shit going on, yo. Everything is gonna be all right. I can get you about 3-6 blocks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with a house. You can throw a fresh coat of paint on your house. Throw some siding on your house. You can plant some flowers. Go to Home Depot, get you a bag of soil. Get some plants. These are real plants, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Real dirt, real plant. I don't play that fake shit. You can plant some shit in your front yard, backyard, whatever. Get some garden ornaments and things like that. Even get some new porch furniture, patio furniture, things like that. Make the appearance of your house look nice. What happens when it rains and it's leaking all up in your crib, man? You laying in your bed and you gotta either move to one side of the bed. You got a king size bed and you gotta hug the corner on the right side. You on the side of your bed hugging the corner. Hugging the corner. Why? Because you got a pot in the middle of the bed where it's leaking. And your room ain't big enough for the damn king size bed. But the bottom line is you fixed the cosmetic exterior of your home and didn't fix a leak. You might have even gone farther, like, all right, yeah, we're gonna fix these walls. So put up the sheetrock, paint, use sand down the joint compound when it gets hard as shit. And then paint that motherfucker. So the walls, people come in, that shit looking nice. But when it rain or when it snow, your shit done, son. You fixed the wrong shit. You fixed the shit that'll look good if somebody Google your crib, Google Earth. Like, what's such and such address? Oh, damn, that's the front. That's what the house look like. Oh, that shit look nice. As they call it on the news and in the newspapers, their well-kept row home. Well-kept row home. Well-kept row home. Well-kept row home. Well-kept row. Yeah, so you fixed everything out there. Your house looking good. You put on a new storm door with the lock on this shit. Got you a new mailbox with the lock on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Put a new railing. You put a new railing on the steps so grandma won't struggle getting up the steps with the cane. You did all that shit. But you ain't fixed what's really wrong with the crib. Your house is on lean on the inside. That shit on lean. Like, you've been drinking the purple or the yellow. What you mean? Your house. Has your house been drinking the purple or the yellow? It been drinking something. That shit on lean in the back. Or you got that one house in the crib. You take people on a tour in your house, except for one crib. Like, yeah, you know, this is the master bedroom over here, and he's the kids' room. Over here is the den, you know, the family room and shit. This is where they can bring their kids. I mean, bring all the kids, you know, they cousins and their friends and all of that. The game system and all of that shit is in there. The record player and all that component set, you know what I'm saying, the stereo, all that old good shit. And down the basement. Oh no, we don't want to go down the basement. Basement ain't finished. But yeah, they show you all these rooms. They give you a tour of the crib. But there's one little room in the back. What y'all keep y'all uncle, y'all uncle SSI back there? You gotta you know, throw the plate, slide the plate under the door. Nah, that one little house. I mean, that one little room in the back tells the story of the whole crib. Walls stripped down. You see all the paint chipping and all that kind of shit. Because listen, you fixed what looks good to people who don't come in the house, but you ain't fixed what's wrong with the house. Every faucet in your crib is leaking. Dweep, 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 dweep. What you gonna do? Tell motherfuckers that you the reason that you're not fixing the faucets is because in the wintertime it get real cold or whatever. You want to make sure that the pipes don't freeze, nigga. It is July. It is July. Fix that shit. Fix that shit. Fix that shit. All the doors in your crib. All the doors in your crib hanging off the hinges. Your doors hanging off the hinges. You ain't supposed to have to pick up the door and put it in the frame. You're supposed to be able to open the door and close the door. Oh, you something wrong with? And by the way, those doorknobs is on lean too. They like this. The tongue is that's representative of the little lock joint. You know, you turn it if it's in the upright position, that means it's locked. If it's in the side position, it means it's unlocked. Yeah, your doorbell's on lean. You gotta pick them motherfuckers up. It don't matter. That lock don't work anyway when the doorknob is on lean. Lock. Unlocked. Locked. 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 Unlocked. The outside of your crib got nice bay windows and all of that shit. The inside of your crib, it got problems. You can see it's indicative of what's really going on inside the crib. That ain't no happy home. That ain't no happy home. It's a bunch of arguments, a bunch of fights, a bunch of resentment. Motherfuckers, they got abuse going on. You know, DHS getting called up in that motherfucker. 19, suicide prevention. You gotta fix what's going on the inside. That's all I'm trying to say, y'all. You gotta fix what's going on the inside. You gotta fix what's. Listen. You can fix all that cosmetic shit. It's all going to look bad when it comes out that the real problem you haven't even addressed at all. Now we're going to get in talking about people when it comes to this whole thing. Something like a phenomenon telling your body to come along because white lines blow away. Blow! Yeah, Magnificent Morocco said local trips only. You heard it before. You know, old heads used to be like, my car ain't going that far. Even some hacks I knew. Even hacks outside the for people who don't live in Philly, a hack was people who had a car who would wait outside of the grocery store and ask people if they needed a ride. They would take money. It was like a cab, but they were gypsy cabs. In other words, they weren't cabs, but they were cheaper than cabs. They get you home, and they would even help you with your bags. They used to make, it was a nice little thing. Till the cab company started hating and got rid of the hacks. Made sick the cops on the hacks. But let them tell it. Oh, some people got into a gypsy cab and were never found again. Yeah. I ain't never I had no problems with a hack. Not me. Actually, nobody I ever knew. Shoot, I had hacks. I had their number. They would come a running. 2, 3 in the morning. You need them. Get up out that bed. All right. Emily, she says, wait, hold on. Magnificent Morocco said, I had a car, no reverse, but had it down to a sign. But I had it down. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But did it have a fresh paint job? That's the only thing I would have a problem with. All right. Nara says there are a lot of cars with $1,000 rims sitting in a yard with 3-inch of grass growing all. Yo, man, you ain't never alive, man. You don't know. And look, Nara, in Philly, that 3-inch of grass is on the street. It ain't nothing more peculiar than seeing grass or weeds grow around through the cement because a car been sitting there that long. And it's all kinds of trash that accumulates under it and all of that shit till one of the neighbors finally gets pissed off and calls the city to come move this somewhat abandoned car. But it's not an abandoned car. It belongs to the neighbor that lives across the street. And then, but the neighbor who lives across the street keeps renewing the fucking registration. So the city can't do nothing about it. And this is the kind of shit that have neighbors going at it. Like move that fucking car. I want to be able to park in front of my house. Well, we about to get the car fixed. So, you don't own no parking spots on this block. So anyway, all my Philly peoples know that how this story ends a lot of times. So I don't want to get into it. Emily says, well, when I say my car is not going that far, excuse me, it's because I don't want it. I don't want to do it. But that's just me. I hear you. Chop Big says, damn, how you know? I just bought a lemon trying to make them. Yo, man, I understand. I do. I know how it is too well. Hey, yo, make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. We talking about fresh paint job, but the same engine. Fresh paint job, but the same engine. The engine ain't running, but you trying to gun it. Doing a whole 35 miles per hour in the 55 mile per hour zone. What the fuck is you doing? Yo, leave it alone. It's time to park that shit. Time to light a match. Put gasoline. It's time to get full coverage insurance and get rid of that bitch. TK right says lipstick on a pig. I don't know what you're talking about. Miss Piggy was a sexy ass hog. That was one sexy hog. Just ask the frog. That was one sexy hog. Ask the frog. That's one sexy ass hog. Ask the frog. Kermie. Hey 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 frog. Hey frog. Hey frog. Hey frog. Hey Kermie. Hey frog. Hey Kermie. Hey frog. Hey frog. All right. Got me doing dumb shit. All right. TK right says, then Uber stole business. Oh yeah, then Uber stole business from the cab companies. Man, did they? Cab companies are real fucked up right now. And it ain't going back. The internet as a whole fucked up a lot. You killed a lot of businesses. It really has. It really has. First, the big box stores messed up local businesses, and now the internet is fucking up big box stores. Cycles. Life goes in cycles. New is old. No, I ain't no psycho. New is old. No, I ain't no psycho. Cause I never pause. I say it because okay, wait, no, that's a different song. I go ooh, they go ooh and ah when I jump in my car. People treat me like a Reem Abdul-Jabbar, no matter who you are. When I'm up the bar, I hear him go hip hop, hooray and hurrah. Okay. Magnificent Morocco says Meldrick Taylor was hacking up Broad Street and Broad and Ani. Are you serious? Oh man, he doing bad too, health-wise. Like he's really, really bad shape, Meldrick Taylor. And you know what I fear is going to happen? Meldrick Taylor going to die, and everybody going to go back to when Richard Steele and Don King shitted on him and be like, yo, they killed this man. And they did. Meldrick was never the same after that damn Hugo Cesar Chavez fight. He was never, he was the fucking bomb before that. Wasn't nobody touching Meldrick before that. Everybody was touching him after that. It was like he couldn't buy a win. And the drugs start kicking in. Shout out to Meldrick though, because he was dope. He really was. As a person, he was all right. All right. Emily says, my husband did that. Drove people places and he was cheaper than the cabs and taxis. Now his grandson does that. Okay. All right, good looking out. Stacey White says, I guess I will be in the studio apartment before I get a house again. Okay. All right. Well, it would be on your landlord to make the apartment building look, look really nice and attractive, and it'd be on him. A lot of people don't want to move in houses because of the responsibility that they have to keep it up. It can get expensive. From my point of view, it's worth it. But, other people see it a different way. And who am I to tell anybody what to do with their own money? Well, I ain't going to front. Sometimes I do tell people what to do with their own money, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? I like to tell people what to do. It's fun. Sometimes they do it. A lot of times. Tea good as fuck. Echinacea, baby. Get that echinacea all up in you. And get that baking soda water too. Echinacea, get it all up in you. And the baking soda water too. Woo, 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 woo. The baking soda water too. It is good for you. Make sure that the baking soda don't settle to the bottom at any time. Shake it up. If you shake it up and it dissolves, but some settle to the bottom, that means you put too much in there. That's exactly what that means. You know, cut that. Put the cut on it. Put the cut on it. Don't cut the coat with the baking soda. Cut the baking soda with the water. Cut the coat. Cook the coat. Cut it. Okay. So, yeah, man. Now let's switch this conversation to people. People do it all the time. You know, I used to watch the Maury show. I used to watch Maury. And, you know, Maury only has really 3 shows when it all comes down to it. That's the cheating, that's the DNA test, and the makeovers. No, the out of control team. They have 4 shows. Yeah. I think my boyfriend or girlfriend, wife, husband is cheating on me. Lie detector test. You know, that's that bullshit. Then they got the DNA test, which is their bread and butter. And they got the out of control teens. Oh, wait a minute. They got the husbands who be beating up their wives. That kind of goes with the out of control teen thing. You know, the husbands who abuse their wives, not necessarily physical, but definitely, you know. And they got the makeover shows. Well, on the makeover shows, which is what we want to talk about, you know, you see on Maury, you know, they have these 2 shows. One of the shows is You Didn't Like Me in high school, Look at Me Now, or whatever, you know. So supposed to be like you was an ugly duckling when you was younger. Now you a swine and all that old shit. And all they do with the women is they throw a bunch of makeup on them and put them in a skirt that's too short for them to even sit down without their legs crossed. And you know. So then you have the other makeover show where like my mom or my brother or whatever, my man or my woman dressed like a bum. So they do their hair and they put some nice clothes on them, basically make them clean up a little bit. But the thing is, what difference does it make if you look good on the outside, but your heart is all fucked up on the inside? What difference does it make if you come outside looking like $1 million, but your mentality and your emotional state ain't worth 15 cents? What difference does it make? Because eventually, if your heart is all fucked up, if your emotions are in the gutter, and if your self-esteem is sub-zero, all that beautifying that you did externally, it's not gonna be worth nothing. You ain't gonna be able to keep that shit up. Because like Carrie Wright said, putting lipstick on a pig. You're gonna look the way that you feel. So a fresh hairdo, some soap, perfume, a new outfit, maybe even getting your teeth fixed, whatever. All of that's going to do good wonders for your exterior, but it ain't gonna mean a pile of shit if your insides are screaming, "I want to die today. I wish I had never been born. I don't know why God is punishing me. Every day I live is worse than the next day." Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. Nobody comes with me. Nobody shares. Nobody supports. Nobody is down. Nobody really wants me around. Everybody cares about my money and they borrow it, but they don't want to be associated with me. My friends treat me as good as how much I can spend. My friends treat me as good as how much I can spend. My friends treat me as My friends treat me as good as how much I can spend. My friends treat me as good as how much I can spend. My friends treat me as good as how much I can spend. My friends treat me as good as how much I can spend. My friends treat me as much as I can spend. They come around and they want to act like they friends as long as I'm buying drinks. And as long as I'm really making motherfuckers think that I got gifts and presents to give them and they don't give a fuck. And the other times they giving me no rhythm. And it's kind of sad because when I leave them, I be really feeling bad. But when I'm around them, I'm looking kind of great and acting like the money in my pocket is straight. But yo, I'm lonely as a motherfucking solitary cactus plant or a lone ant with no farm, and I cause harm to myself. Last night almost slipped my wrist myself. My health is failing all on the inside, and I don't want nobody to know because I really don't think nobody gives a fuck about me. And if you ask me, it really does show. So, but you got a new haircut though. You might have even taken it to another level and got cosmetic surgery. You know, these old head chicks out here got to stop chasing these young girls. These young girls are on borrowed time. You know, they doing all kinds of things to make their body look all, I don't know. The stripper culture is on some other shit, man, for real. But I'm gonna tell you like this. You are only going to look as good on the outside as you do on the inside. How many of y'all have friends like me who really think that internet pictures are real? They think that internet pictures still speak volumes or are worth 1,000 words. How many of y'all will look at celebrity photos and be like, wow, such and such, this celebrity couple really got it going on, or look how happy they are, or you can tell who wears the pants in a relationship, all from a picture. How many of y'all do that or know people who do that? And how many of y'all be like, you realize these are promotional pictures, right? Like, you can catch a picture with motherfuckers engaged in conversation. I'll never forget years ago when Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj were supposedly supposed to be together. I'm never going to buy that Meek Mill was really with Nicki Minaj on that level that they tried to make it seem like. I will never ever buy that. I will never buy that. You know why I never buy that? Because Meek Mill's from Philly. And Meek Mill ain't nothing but a regular, cat who could rhyme from around the way. So Meek, as he starts to get on his come up, he's going to see chicks, that might have fronted on him before start to, really, be all up on him. He has seen that. And from what I know about Meek and other people who knew him, he wasn't messing around with no mud ducks before. So, but he's not going to take somebody like Nicki Minaj serious like that. Because she's a plastic bag. You know what I mean by a plastic bag? She got all this cosmetic surgery and she ain't hard to fuck. You bag her. She's a plastic bag. Shop right. Thank you for shopping. Please come again. You know, that type shit. Anyway, I remember they showed a picture of Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill supposed to be like at a basketball game or something like that. And they caught him with like his hands was like between his thighs or some shit like that. They caught him in you could see that they were engaged in conversation. And the caption above the picture said, "Yo, Nicki got this motherfucker. She turned this thug into a pussycat and blah blah blah." And people was commenting like, "Yeah, like look at this. Yo, she got Meek like blah 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 blah. You know, he a gangster for Philly and blah blah." I'm like, he ain't no gangster for Philly. He ain't even know how to sell drugs good. You know. Anyway, I'm looking at the comments on this shit. I'm like, y'all think this picture is real? You think that the whole conversation he was like this? For all you know, this motherfucker might have been telling her like, yeah, you about to get this, you know what I mean? You getting this tonight. You don't know. It was a picture. It was a picture. But you take somebody like Nicki Minaj, a lot of surgery, an exorbitant amount of makeup, all that old shit. Is she happy though? Have any of y'all seen what Nicki Minaj looked like before she was Nicki Minaj? I think you'll find those pictures quite interesting. One thing is for sure, you ain't gonna see no ass, you ain't gonna see no titties. She's still cute. She ain't as light. No blonde hair, none of that shit. And you still got to deal with the wickedness of the music industry. Do you know? Can you imagine what she's had to do? And who was snitching on Nicki? Somebody who Meek Mill was beefing with. No. Somebody who Nicki Minaj was beefing with. And she was saying how she used to talk to Meek, and Meek would be like, yo, I can't even fuck Nicki because, you know, like her ass was leaking one day because that surgery, you know, that she got really fucked her up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, the price of fame. You are doing all of these things to the exterior. You fixing all of this stuff to make an appearance of looking like this, that, and the third to get this attention from the rest of the world. And your career seems to depend on it. It really doesn't, but that's how you want to look at it. That's going to be your perspective. But then after everything is said and done, what's the toll on your emotions that has been taken? Like, how's it working out for you in terms of your happiness? How's the future looking good? I mean, looking for you. How good is your present situation? We know that financially you may be in a better space than most people. But like the battle rapper Shotgun Suge would say, what's your life like? What's your life like? Maciel Torres. Thanks for coming through, Maciel Torres. Appreciate it. On the Instagram side. All right. Emily asks, what is baking soda water good for? It cleans you out. It cleans you out. You know what I mean? So it's very, very, very good for your digestive system, especially if you're the type of person that has stomach aches and, you know, problems passing your bowels and stuff like that. The baking soda is going to keep you right. So it's going to have a very, very positive effect on your immune system. It's going to do very good wonders for your immune system. So, you know, if you have like baking soda is as good or better, way better than Rolaids or Tums. If you're the type of person who has intestinal problems and gastrointestinal problems, you get stomach aches a lot and stuff like that. That or heartburn, acid reflux. That baking soda is going to take care of that, and it'll make sure, like, if you're the type that gets constipated, it's going to break up all of that shit. It's going to break that party up. Like when your cousins or your brothers or sisters we used to poop too much in the toilet, and your grandmother, be like, no, don't flush that. You're gonna stop up my toilet, and make you take a hanger and break the poop up yeah. I'm not but I've been over people's house. A lot of times you spending, hey, you see some shit, man. You go, yo, man, Philly. I'm just saying. Anyway, all right. Ja Big says, I don't want an appointment or, oh, you mean apartment. I don't want an apartment or house. I think I'm going to live the nomad lifestyle till I'm ready to move to Africa. Dying to live. Really? Okay. All right. No, it still says that is a lie. You talking about the Maury shit? So we're going to see that this lemonade on point. Yeah, man, this ain't lemonade. This is echinacea tea. But it do got lemon in it. You know what I mean? Got that good honey and that raw honey. This shit good move. All right. So it says everybody has a price that can be paid in many ways besides money. True indeed. True indeed, Emily says. Even though you didn't ask me, I read it as right on, but I didn't know. What I'm talking about, Gary? What I'm talking about? Oh, Robbie Mink says, that's why I check myself and do soul searching on me. It's stuff on the inside of me I don't like, and I'm correcting it. I hear that, Rob. You fix the inside, you change your whole energy. People don't know it until they do it, follow through with it, and experience it. You don't like your dealings with people. You don't like your friends. You don't like your associations. You don't like your jobs. You don't like your environment. You don't like your neighbors. You don't like the way you're treated. You don't like the places that you go. You don't like the way that things happen. Change the things that you read. Change the things that you watch or see. Change the way that you think. Learn some new shit. Go to school. Take some classes. Expand your mind. Go to some places that you would never think of going. Experience having fun in different ways. If you the type that thinks that the only form of fun to have is going to the club and drinking and smoking, well, try a library. Try a museum. Try going to a sanctuary. Try going to a wedding or something like that from somebody that's not from the United States. Attend a Jewish African or something, ceremony. Check it out. You start changing your internal energy. Stop watching so many videos and start reading more books. See if your conversation doesn't change. Because guess what? You're going to learn new words. Your imagination is going to start to become more vivid. Your concentration will probably take a hit and start becoming stronger. Your thought ways, your thought patterns, and your pathways in your mind will probably start to expand. So guess what happens? Now, the people that you were around aren't around as much anymore because you are different. And guess what else happens? You start attracting other people that are different. Guess what else? Guess what's really happening? You're changing the inside of yourself. You are doing the real work. The work that people are discouraged from. The work that people say is too hard. See, we try to change everything around. We try to get the people around us to change themselves so we can get comfortable. What we fail to do is get comfortable changing ourselves and watching the magic of our energy start to attract us a new following. You do. And it is universal and it is magical. It is. But it's just like it's just like trying to lose weight with a health plan, a diet plan, or a fitness regimen. It takes time like a motherfucker. There is no overnight success story. It's hard work, time, dedication, follow through, believing in yourself, reeing up, falling down, getting up again, believing, having faith, keeping the faith, starting over again, learning new techniques, implementing things. But it does work. It does work. And it's mad fulfilling when it starts to materialize and work. And it lasts. Excuse me. When you do it the right way, it lasts. So you will start to see the difference in your associations. And that's what we talking about. That's the kind of stuff that we talking about, baby. That's the kind of stuff. All right. Emily says, last question on the water. Looking at the color, did you add something? What? This is tea. You can't see this water. The water's on the inside. So this is tea. See that tea bag floating around that moment? See that? See? See it? Okay. Oh. Omar was talking about Norris's comment. Rat on. Right on. Okay. Oh, rat on. Oh, rat on. Oh, yeah. Rat on. Robbie makes sense. If you mentally screwed, yeah. If your mentality is screwed, word. TK right says you preaching, bro. I mean, listen, I'm teaching, I'm reaching, hopefully. You know, I mean, but it's the truth. We try to get everybody around. Like, why do people around my way gotta act like this? Why they gotta do this? Blah, 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 blah. I do it too. You know, I might complain about the people in my job, like, yo, why they do this and why they like that and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, they were who they were before I ever got there. So I either have to do some internal work to be able to bang with them, or I got to do something to attract a different type of energy, a different type of person, some different patronages. Huh? I guess I should say different type of patrons, not patronages. But nonetheless, when you change your environment changes because you no longer fit where you used to easily fit. But you'll be waiting a lifetime waiting for somebody to have an epiphany that they need to act the way that you want them to act, even if the way that you want them to act is the right way. Drug addicts don't stop using drugs because you want them to stop using drugs or because they feel sorry for you. They won't even do it for their own children, for the welfare of their own children and families. You think they're going to do that shit for you? Who the fuck is you? Well, if you love me, you would. If you love me, you would. If you love me, you love me. If you love me, you love me. If you love me, you love me. If you love me, you love. You would change for me. You would do something. You would change for me. You would do something. And that shit don't even have nothing to do with your age and maturity. There are many people 40, 50, 60 years old still waiting for somebody to act different for them, to sympathize, empathize, and concede. Not necessarily concede defeat, but concede common sense or good sense. No. Motherfuckers get clean when they want to get clean, not when you want them to get clean. What you do is make sure your ass stay clean. You get clean. Clean yourself. If you already clean off of drugs and alcohol, clean yourself of the negative thinking. And that negative thinking could be the getting upset because people are not doing the right things. You just make sure you keep doing the right motherfucking things. Because eventually they're going to have to cross over to yours. You certainly don't have to cross over to them. But you keep growing and expanding on the inside. And watch. You won't be able to stay where you've been staying. Real shit, man. Why you think motherfuckers be moving from up north and on the East Coast down south? They want a better life. But when they don't change themselves, guess what they run into down south? The same motherfuckers that they was dealing with up north. The same ones. Because they haven't changed shit about themselves but their location. So they keep attracting the same shit. My people from the 80s, y'all remember when your uncle was on crack? Y'all remember when your auntie was on crack? You remember when your brother, your sister, or your mother, or your daddy was on that shit? And they took their ass down south to get away from the criminal element up here that they was running behind, being a follower of and getting high. And what happened when they went down south to live? They went down south and got high too. They found other motherfuckers to get high with because they was getting high. And one thing a drug addict is going to do is find motherfuckers to get high with. So they did. So they failed up north. They failed down south and brought their ass back up north and got clean. They didn't get clean because they went down south. They stayed dirty because they didn't clean themselves up north. So they came back up north, and when the shit finally hit the fan, when enough was enough, they got clean. They ain't have to go down south. But thanks for the experience. Shit, down south, they don't have 2 for $5 cracks. They don't have $3 cracks. They don't have deuces and trays. They don't have that down south. Do you know down south all of the crack costs $10? That's why Southern drug dealers be getting rich as shit. I'm like, y'all be making money selling dope like this is the 80s. Yeah, because ain't nothing less than $10. I'm like, y'all don't have no nicks? No, we don't have no nicks. It's a dime. Every rock is a dime. I'm like, oh shit, y'all getting all the money. Why you think all them New York cats and other, well, mainly New York cats, why you think they would go down south to sell drugs? They was like, oh shit, my motherfuckers paying top dollar. And these niggas will let me come down here and sell drugs. You can't go up in New York and sell drugs. New Yorkers can't come to Philly and sell drugs. Niggas from Philly can't go to Philly and sell drugs. They get killed, nigga. They kill. We killed in this city. We killed. You know, you can't come from nowhere else and run this shit. You get killed, nigga. Ain't nothing to be proud of. We're about to get on about it here, man. I'm about to change my energy. Matter of fact, I'm about to change my energy right now. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 11th, and October 12th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-E-C-I-A-L. We get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. We get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. Get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Josette Catlett, turning 49 years old today. Hey. Do the damn thing, Josette. And also Sheree Wright, turning 45. Bow. Yeah, what's up now? And Cold Heart, turning 35 years old today. And Oluma Paraculetta, turning 26 years old today. And Crystal Meekins, turning 46 years old today. And my girl Yolanda Bayless, she's something like a go-getter, turning 45. Bow. And also Rochelle Rankins, turning 45. Bow. And Tasha Williams, happy birthday to you. And my girl, go-getter Juanita Lundy. Juanita Lundy. And my cousin, Dina Devine, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, going all the way back to the 1990, my girl, Latia McCarter. My girl, Tia. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious October 12th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn to rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, you got to fix the inside. You can't just fix the paint job on a car. You got to fix the engine. You got to make sure the exhaust is running right. You got to make sure that the battery's fresh. You can't just fix the outside of a house, put some new siding and paint on that motherfucking, fix up the garden. You make sure that the roof ain't leaking. Make sure that the faucets ain't leaking. Make sure that the floor is sound. You don't want nobody fall through the floor. And make sure those steps are right. That type shit. Yeah. And clean up. Clean your life. Get counseling if you need it. See a therapist. Find a real friend. Stop settling for these motherfuckers that really ain't down with you. But please make sure that you're the type that's a pretty decent judge of character, not the type of person that's so quick to cut people off. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be wrong if you the common denominator. Low all day long. It's going to be all right, though, man. You keep working on yourself. And somebody's going to come along and help you finish the job. But you're going to attract some good shit when you change the shit that's been going on. You can best believe that shit, man. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate you and love you right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Please. And with that being said, 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 yo. With my blog talkers. I'm gonna get you on up out of here first. I holler back, y'all. Yo. And for my YouTube, no.
Thank you for using Blog
and for my
Talk
Instagrammers.
Radio. Goodbye.
Fire Slammer Jammer. Thanks for coming on through and let me exercise my grammar. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through and thanks for supporting me, my boobers. So I holler back. Make sure y'all share the show, subscribe to the channel, like the show, all that good shit. And I holler back, y'all. Peace.